Hey, Lynn.
Good morning.
Hola.
Good.
Alien invasion?
Yeah, what? No, it don't take that long. I got to see what this is about.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Keystroke Live.
Good morning.
While I am presenting, I'm going to put everybody on mute so we don't hear a whole lot of background noise, and then I'll open it up for questions towards the end. Today we're going to be talking about the production module. And this is a module that's available in Keystroke for when you want to create the same sort of kit or gift basket or production. A little bit about Keystroke Live. It's every Thursday, 9 o'clock Mountain Time, same place, same login information, and I'd like to welcome all of you this morning. The production module creates items that you assemble ahead of time. So this morning I'm going to kind of show you how to do it with a gift basket. It takes individual components from your database, takes those individual components and decreases the quantity on hand, and then increases the quantity on hand of whatever you're making. It can also be used for case breakdowns where you purchase items that come all together in a package, like 2 or 3 or 4 items, but you always break those down into smaller units or individual units. I'm not really going to show that, but it is possible to do. There's 2 modes in the production module. The template can be saved, and if you're going to make this item over and over again, then it's definitely recommended to save it. It's kind of the recipe. And think about production, that you're going to create these things and you're generally not going to break them back down again. Kind of like a biscuit. If you're a baker, you're going to put in flour and eggs and milk or buttermilk, whatever. And you're going to create these biscuits, but you're never going to break the biscuits back down to, the flour and all the components. It increases the quantity on hand of the item you're making and decreases the quantities of the component items. It works the other way around if you do it for case breakdowns, obviously. You can add optional items if you'd like, and Keystroke does have an auto produce function so that you can kind of determine, well, Keystroke says I only have 2 on hand, so I need to make some more. Let's take a look at Keystroke and how it works in the production module. Production module is accessed from the custom menu in Keystroke. If you go under custom, you can see, all your add-on modules, or some of your add-on modules that you may have. Or if you're looking at the navigation menu, it's under extensions and production. So we're going to start out here. We're going to kind of clear the screen. And I'm using our sample data. We have a couple of gift baskets in our sample data, both of which were set up for scripting, but I removed the script on one of them, and I'm going to show you how to create a template and produce this item. So we have a gift basket here, and when I make these up, I'm going to make up 10 of them at a time. And you can choose when you create the production, not the template, but the production. You can update the last cost on the item you're making, update the average cost based on the cost of the component items. You can also update the total sold or total purchased on those items, and you can choose to auto-produce. We're going to click OK or Yes to auto-produce. So we're going to do a gift basket. And in this gift basket, we're going to put in a bookmark, and it's only the quantity column is the number of the item in a single gift basket. So for me to make 10, I'm going to need 10 of those. We're also going to add a mouse pad, and we're going to add a picture frame, and we're going to add some bath oil. Kind of an eclectic basket. You can see that each of these items has its own cost, and one of these in each. Now, you may want to do 3 bookmarks and 2 picture frames. It's kind of up to you. This is your recipe, remember. So these are all the items that you're going to gather up and package into a gift basket. And then I hit F10 here. I'm going to save the template Remember, if you're going to do this over and over and over again, you always want to save the template first. So this just saves the template. So I'm going to go back and clear this now. After we've saved the template, I can go under templates and I can see what templates I have. This is the only template I've saved right now, but that can help you see what kind of productions you have, what kind of recipes you have set up. When I want to produce this item, I can do it a number of ways. I can auto-select. Okay, it says there's no templates that need to be produced. I can auto-produce. There's no templates to be produced. And the reason for that is, if I take a look at this item, it's marked as a service item, so we want to get rid of that. And then let's take a look and see. It should want to auto-produce this now. Well, maybe not. We're going to produce some anyway. So if you take a look, we're going to make 10. Create all of these items. And let's take a look just to be sure. We noticed that, let's see here. We noticed that this item, the gift basket, had 0 on hand. Let's take a look at what some of these other items have so we can see that it decreases the quantity on hand. So we have 49 of the bookmarks and we're going to use 30 of them. And you can see this here. Once we save this production, we can go back and take a look at some of these items. Now you can see we have produced. We now have 10 on hand. And you can see that the quantity on hand of the items that went into it have been decreased. So now you have 10 of these gift baskets you can sell. So let's kind of review this. You're creating items that you assemble ahead of time. They're similar in nature. I chose a gift basket. You're going to take individual components, package them all together, and sell them as a single product. Conversely, you can do case breakdowns, in which case your items would be, you would produce a negative of the main item you're breaking down, and it would then add to the individual items. Your template is your recipe. You can always go back and change them or add more different gift baskets for different seasons. We saw how it's going to increase the quantity on hand of the item you're making, decrease the quantity of the individual items that go into it, or vice versa for case breakdowns. I'm going to open this up for questions. Does anybody have any questions this morning on the production module?
Remind me again, Lynn, how to add optional items on the production.
Okay. Let's go back to Keystroke. And we're going to look at this template. So we're going to clear this production. Let's take a look at this template. And let's see here. Let's just kind of create a new one. That's probably going to be easier. Let's choose something that I know doesn't have a Okay, we're going to do a clock. And add, I don't know, whatever this is. And let's see here. Let's try this again. There's my clock. We're going to put in a tablet. When you go to save a production or a template, you can add optional items here. So there's already a button set up. So if we escape and we're going to save this, we can add optional items, and we're going to add a ballpoint pen. And then we're going to save the production. So now let's go back and look at this production. Whoop. Sorry. Oh, looks like it didn't save it. So when you add your optional item, or when you add whatever you're going to add, we're going to put an item here and save the template and then clear it. So when you go to produce this, then F10, we're going to add optional items, and we're going to add that pin. And that will just automatically add to this particular production. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted the pen. There we go. And then we're going to save that production. So it's basically a button that you add optional items. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? I want to thank you all for coming this morning. Getting close to the end of summer up here in the mountains, but I want to invite you to come back every Thursday. Next week, Jay Restucia is going to be talking about vendor catalogs. It's a feature that's now in advanced point of sale, and the people that are already using it are finding it to be a great utility for them. Everybody have a great day, and thank you.
Hey, Lynn, could you shoot me an email when we've got that recorded file up on the FTP site?